The offering. This section wraps up our discussions of the offering as it relates to this course. Start off just as a reminder, what is an offering? An offering can be goods such as cars or computers or paper or a variety of stuff. It could be services such as accounting services, tax services, etc. Or, and increasingly it's both, that you offer goods with a certain amount of service to support them, and that whole thing comes in to make up your offering. It basically is whatever you sell, that is your offering. Now, you've got a variety of things you can do to create a positive offering. Some of it has to do with the essence of the goods or services you're selling. Others has to, I don't like that, start over. The offering. This section wraps up the offering. This section wraps up our discussion of the offering. What is an offering? For review, it can be goods such as cars or computers, paper, etc. It could be services, consulting services, tax services, accounting services, and increasingly it's a combination of goods and services that satisfies the customer's needs. Basically, it's what you sell. Now, when we look at various offerings, we need to consider some financial ramifications of these decisions, where there is actually a continuum of potential services ranging from a very technical term, blah, which can include such things as water, gasoline, electricity, and wheat, things that people don't really care about the details, they just want it when they want it, and they don't want to pay too much for it. All the way up to wow, extremely innovative technologies or medical breakthroughs, things that truly change people's lives, and they're willing to pay for that. We don't know what those things may be, and they change constantly. Down at the bottom there, our blah are basically commodities. Our wow are basically innovations. And why that makes a difference is when you look at the economics of all of this, in commodities it's about passing lots and lots of numbers. You've got to sell an awful lot of it and to add a little bit of margin in order to make money. You've got to be extremely efficient. At the innovation, it's about being truly innovative, having things people will pay up for so you have much higher margins, which justifies the costs of creating the innovations. In the middle, you've got a territory kind of known as Me Too. I'm not really innovative. I'm not really a commodity. It's a very dangerous place to be. It's hard to succeed long-term in the Me Too area. Now, there's a number of levers you can push in order to differentiate the offering. One is obviously the product itself. We've spent the early part of this class talking about people that differentiated their offerings, differentiated their products, and how they go about doing that. Two is to differentiate the service. And since most things being offered today have a product and service component, you can deal with that as well. Example would be the Tesla product is differentiated, but the service providing free charging in various situations is also differentiated. Price is an obvious differentiating point, particularly if you're in essentially a commodity business. Price is a very difficult position to maintain. You've got to maintain low price or lowest price, and there's really very little ways you can go from there. You have to keep screwing down your cost of operations in order to maintain a viable price that resonates in the marketplace and also provides you a reasonable profitability. Financial. This is basically referring to the finances around how you're paying for the product. There's been a number of things. You've probably seen things in cars. You may have seen things in furniture. There's been things that people do to give themselves an advantage from the financing standpoint. Support. Support is typically what happens after the product, service, etc. goes out the door. How much are you willing to support what you've already sold to people? This can be a major issue, both positive and negative, and is another way to differentiate your offering. And the last one is experience. When you talk about experience, people think of Disney or cruise lines or hotels and all that. But there's a lot of different ways you can try to turn a more normal kind of offering into a differentiated offering utilizing experience. We bring all of these 6 different levers together. Those are the ways we can attack trying to create a truly differentiated offering. And a differentiated offering is the key to determining how successful your business is going to be, and the details of actually what you're going to go market. Uniqueness of offering is a major grading factor in this class.